am so fucking angry with that bitch, Gina.
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an amazing day. So a couple days ago, my mom got scammed by a telemarketer. She fell for those investing insurance calls, you know, the ones that are designed to fool boomers. I know that's so funny, but today's video is not about her. It's the fact that her being scammed inspired me to do this video. It reminded me the time when I got scammed in New York.
Wait a minute, hold on.
So in today's video, we're going to talk about the scammings in the United States. That way, whenever you're traveling to America, this video might come in handy to you. Who knows? So without further ado, let's get started. The most common scams that Chinese people or international students might encounter are telemarketing scams. If you're in the States, for once in your life, you probably will get a random call one day. The person on the other side of the phone is an auto-generated voice saying that they're the Chinese embassy, telling you there's something wrong with your visa, or you got a letter from them.
中国驻芝加哥总领事馆，您好，您有一封文件尚未领取，如需查询，请按9。
What?
Okay, so let's unpack this. What do Chinese embassies do in other countries? They're here to renew your Chinese passport or issue visas to non-Chinese citizens who want to go to China. They don't give a fuck about whether your passport is going to expire or not because it is your responsibility to renew your passport. They're not gonna fucking call you one day and say, "Hey bestie, guess what? Your passport is going to expire and we're having a sale right now. It's only $10.99 and buy one get one free. Come to renew your passport." No, bitch. Let me tell you, bitch, the Chinese embassy will never contact you. The FBI will contact you first before the Chinese embassy. Another common scam is from DHL. Basically, you'll get a call saying that you have a package from DHL and they're trying to reach you a couple of times, but they couldn't, so they're now calling you to confirm it.
这里是 DHL 国际快递最后一次通知您，您有一封快件已派送2次，无人签收。如需查询，请按1。
And why DHL, you asked? Why not UPS, USPS, or FedEx? That's because DHL does international shipping, and a lot of Chinese people and Chinese freight forwarding companies, they will use DHL for that purpose, which I don't understand why, because DHL sucks ass. And the fact that DHL is still running to this day, today, DHL still exists, is just beyond me. Seriously, whoever is the CEO of DHL needs to be put down. Euthanized. Bitch, I was on the phone with them for a month. I was trying to figure out where's the package and I didn't even get compensation for that. I got nothing. In the end, they just told me, "Oh, I'm sorry, the package was lost."
Yup.
So whenever you're receiving a call from DHL, you're probably gonna be like, "Oh my god, could it be my friends or my family sending something from China?" No, bitch, no one is sending you shit. Okay, and tell them not to, because here's the thing. It is 2023. You can literally get anything, anywhere, on the internet. I know people, they will literally like bring a fucking rice cooker from China to the United States. Like, I'm like, girl, come on. Really? Usually when you purchase something in the States and when the delivery companies deliver, they will literally just put it outside the door. And if it's signature required, usually when you purchase furniture or electronics, there's signature required. They will either call you or knock on your door, and if for some reason that they missed you, they will put a note on your door saying that, "Oh, we missed you. You can either reschedule a delivery or you can pick it up yourself at a designated place." And another common one is PayPal. Someone will wire you $10,000 or whatever the amount of money. Then they will reach out to you saying that they sent it to the wrong person. Oopsie, can you send me back the money? And if you did, it will be your own money from your own bank account because they have a way to retrieve it back the money. So the only person who's gonna end up losing money is you. And some bitches might be like, what if I don't send it back? What if I just keep the money? Bitch, you wish. You will not be able to take the money out because the moment that they send you the money, it'll trigger the PayPal security system and it will flag your account. Then they will tell you, "Oh, we detected some suspicious transaction going on, like we detected some fraud, scamming going on," so they will freeze your account. Then you're gonna contact the customer service and explain everything to them. So even if you don't end up fall for that scam, it'll still give you some headaches. So that's why I don't like PayPal. It's just so sketchy. Whoever is the CEO of PayPal should get death penalty.
Death to all of them.
And now let's talk about the scams that you might encounter when you go to New York City. I'm just gonna use New York as an example because New York is literally the most visited city in the world, and based on my background and familiarity, I know every inch of it. These scams are mostly for tourists, and when people go to New York, 9 out of 10 times they would definitely go to Times Square, which it has a lot of scamming going on over there. Even though I do find Times Square is overrated and fucking boring, but that's not fair for me to say it. It's almost like local Shanghainese wouldn't find Oriental Pearl Tower interesting, or French people, they'll be like, who the fuck goes to Eiffel Tower? That's so boring, ew. You know what I'm saying? It's because they're locals, they're so used to it, they don't find it special anymore. But for some people, especially tourists, they probably go there once in their life. Obviously, they gotta fucking enjoy it. So when you go to Times Square for the first time, you're probably gonna get amazed by all the neon lights and billboards. Then you'll see there are people who dress up in cartoon characters, mascots, like Mickey Mouse, Spider-Man, Mario and Luigi, all that shit. Cute, right? But they're scammers. So when you're trying to take picture with them, or often when you're trying to take picture of the Times Square but they're in it, they will come up to you and demand you to tip them. And if you don't do that, if you don't tip them, they're gonna get very aggressive. They're gonna stop you. They're gonna be like, oh my god, you have to tip me, otherwise I'm not gonna let you go. And apparently this is a very lucrative business because there's shops where you can rent out clothes and you can dress up as the cartoon characters, then you can take picture with the tourists and make money on Times Square. Then there's the CD guys. When you see black people coming at you with CDs, run. Ignore them. Don't engage with them. They will first approach you and say hi to you. They will act very nice and even say some Chinese to you, like 早上好，现在我有冰淇淋, shit like that. When you go to a foreign country and hear your own language, most people just get excited and happy. That's how they get your attention. Then they will put the CDs on your hand saying, oh, this is my music, I'm a musician, and go listen, it's free. Then after you took the CD, they would charge you. They would say like, oh, you have to tip me.
My album, all original. I do reggae and hip hop. Where you from? Where you from?
Sorry, I'm not interested.
What's your name, sir?
The next one is a religious group. When you're walking in the city, you might get approached by missionaries or monks. There are a lot of missionaries in K-Town. K-Town is right next to Penn Station. So whenever you go to K-Town, you might encounter some Korean missionaries. They're asking for donations for their church. Or when you go to Flushing, there will be Chinese monks. They will give you beads and lucky charms, saying, oh, these will protect you, give you good luck, it's free. If you take it, they will pull the same CD shit. You know, they will get very aggressive. They was like, oh my god, you have to pay this. If you don't pay this, they will like publicly embarrass you. So a lot of people will just pay and go. And some missionaries will even invite you to the church for choirs, and honestly, I don't know if that's true. I don't know what's going to happen if you actually went with them. I don't know if the Glee Club is going to turn into a human sacrificing ritual. I don't know that, so don't ever do that. Don't ever come to them, to the fucking church, because nobody knows what the fuck will happen. And another very common one is related with tickets, because New York is famous for Broadway shows, the Met. So there will be people outside the establishment selling tickets, saying that they got better deals than just getting it on the spot, which is not true because the Met is free. Well, that's also not true. They ask for donation at the entrance, but it doesn't really have a specific amount. You can pay them $5 or $10 if you appreciate the art pieces, because Met is fucking big. It has a lot of fucking pieces, and if you're a junkie for Renaissance art, honestly, the Metropolitan Museum is literally the biggest museum I've ever been, so I think $5 or $10 is worth it. So whenever it comes to the shows that's related with tickets, always go on its website or those legit websites that sell tickets. Now let's talk about the time I got scammed. This happened when I was in college. I was on my way home and I got a call. I answered. The guy on the other side of the phone was saying, hey, I am so-and-so from Chase Bank. I immediately hung up. I was like, bitch, who the fuck you trying to fool? Do I look like I was born yesterday? Then this number called me again, which was weird because usually when you hang up a scam call, they don't call you again right away. Does it make sense? It's almost like every scammer has a quota. When they call a number and they cannot scam that person, they will put a check on it and they will move to the next person, if that makes sense. Then I picked it up again. I was like, bitch, I got plenty of time for this, so let's hear what the fuck are you gonna say. This guy said, we detected a suspicious transaction that has been made in Los Angeles. I was like,
Ding the mail.
Anyway, I'm in New York. This is not possible. He asked me if I'm the owner of the card, and he knew my name and my card number, which is not surprising because your same card number, banks, hospitals, they will sell your information to insurance companies, telemarketers, and scammers. So if you ever wonder how do these people know your information, that's why. Then he said, I'm gonna send you a verification code so you can read it to me and confirm your identity. Okay, bitch, you're probably gonna be like, oh my god, you're such a dumb bitch, how could you fall for that? Listen, bitch. Listen to the story. I'm not finished yet. Bitch, I'm not stupid. If somebody asked me to read the verification code for them, I would just tell them to suck my ass. But how I get fucked up is this guy, he sent me the verification code via the official Chase Bank number. Fuck. Because I had the history of other verification code that I had received from the bank. So that's why I thought, oh, he must be legit. After I read him the verification code, my instinct kicked in right away. I was like, bitch, this ain't right. Who the fuck am I? Am I Kim Kardashian? I am just a poor college student who had $300 in the bank account. I was so broke. It was before my payday, so I was broke. Even a homeless person on the subway was richer than me at the time. So I hung up the phone immediately and I called the Chase Bank customer service, the legit one. I explained everything to the representative. I put every dollar in my saving account, so in order for me to move any money from my account to another account, there's an extra step. I have to transfer the money from my saving account to my checking account. Then I can transfer the money from my checking account to another account. While I was on the phone with the representative, I could literally see my money was moving. Like the $300 was moving from my saving account to my checking account. Then I asked the representative, I was like, can you freeze my account immediately? Which she did. Bitch, imagine if I stay another 30 seconds on the phone with him. My money will be gone.
I'm about to beat this bitch
Isn't
up.
that fucking scary? The fact that he can hack into the actual bank system and using their number to send a verification code to me, that's just appalling. What the fuck? Literally, how can you trust anybody nowadays? And let me tell you, I was so fucking pissed. Not because I was scammed. It was because I only got $300 and this guy was still trying to fucking ruin my life. Bitch, if I was the scammer and I saw somebody who has $300 in their bank account, I'll be like, oh, you poor thing. Take my money. I'm gonna give you my money because you only have $300. And this guy, the fucking audacity, bitch. What if I was suicidal? What if that was my 13th reason why? Well, you wouldn't care, you're a fucking scammer, you don't have a heart. Yeah, that's how I got scammed and almost lost every penny that I had at the time. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.